welcome back to my channel. I created this makeup look you are seeing right here today. I actually used the Smashbox Covershot Smoky Eye Palette. This is pretty much what I used. Well, this is the only eyeshadow palette that I used for this entire look. My last video, I kind of used shadows from different palettes, and that's okay. I just kind of wanted to use one palette so it was less confusing. I love these Covershot palettes because they're small. You can throw them in your purse if you want to touch up throughout the day. They're really good to travel with, and I love the holographic kind of. That's so cool. Anyways, yeah, so I hope you guys do like it. And if you want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to be taking the color called Feature in the palette. It's just a nice yellow-based light bone color. And I'm just going to take a flat shader brush and I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. Next, I'm going to be taking the color called Instinct, and it's a nice cool tone brown. I'm just going to swirl that into the brow bone area. And there's no really rhyme or reason for this. I'm just going to make it nice and blended into the brow bone. If it goes down a little bit, that's also okay. I'm not trying to be super precise. I just want this nicely in the brow bone. Next, I'm going to pick up the Mary Lou Manizer. I love this to highlight with. So I'm just going to pick a little of that up and I'm going to apply it right under the brow bone. Just a little bit to give me a little bit of a sheen. And then right in the inner part of our eye as well. Kind of keeps everything looking fresh and highlighted. Next, I'm going to be using a product that is discontinued, so I apologize for using it. I just love the color. I love it so much. I'm going to be using the Benefit's Their Real Push-Up Liner, and this is in... Okay, there's no name, but it's the green one. Looks like this. It is discontinued, but the color, I love the color so much, so I am going to use this today. I really do not like the applicator on this specific guy here, so I'm going to help guide myself with this and use some Scotch tape. Ooh. It's a little funky to use Scotch tape, but it is a really good trick if you're kind of just working your way into eyeliner and creating wings. It really helps guide that. So I'm just going to put the tape on the back of my hand and then take it off so it's not too hard for me to remove it. And I'm just going to apply it. You want the tape basically to meet up at the end of your brow here. And we are just going to get some of the product out. I put it on the back of my hand and then I'm going to use a brush to apply the eyeliner. Alright, so there's the eyeliner done. That is a little bit of a drier gel eyeliner, I think. So it is kind of hard for me to work with. And I actually got it on my hand and I got a bunch of green on my face. So we're moving on. We're going to take that matte gray shade from the palette in a small detailer brush. And I'm just going to kind of work that into the outer V. slightly on top of my wing liner. I don't really want to overlap it, but just to kind of get it right in there on the top. And to darken it up a little, I will be taking the black that's in there. I'm only going to pick up a small amount since there is a little bit of a shimmer in there. I just want a little bit. Darken it up. Then I'm going to take a blending brush. I'm going to use the same one that I applied the brown color with, and I'm just going to blend it out and buff it in slightly. So it's a nice just softness. I'm going to pop on some lashes. These lashes are the QUO 819. I think I mentioned them in my last video. We're going to move on to the face while my lash is drying. I'm going to pick up my Smashbox Iconic Primer. I really enjoy this primer. Put it in my hands, and then I'm just going to focus it on the chin area, the nose, and then the forehead. And then I kind of work it outwards. I just like to focus it where I feel I really need that extra, you know, smoothness happening. Okay, going to take my Infallible Pro Glow from L'Oreal. Mine is in 204 Natural Buff. Also going to be taking my Smashbox Primer Oil, and I'm just going to put a drop of that in the Pro Glow and make it a little bit more dewy, I guess. I kind of want to be a little glowy for today. Gonna take a Real Techniques foundation brush and apply that all over. Gonna blend it out with my beauty blender, and I'm gonna take it down my neck a little. It's funny, my friend at work actually pointed out that I had such a line of where I stopped with my self-tanner. So making sure that's not showing today. Gonna grab my Naked Skin Weightless Concealer from Urban Decay in Light Warm. We're gonna go under the eyes and make it nice and bright under there. Blend that out. Gonna pick up my Laura Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightening Powder with a flat tipped sponge, and I'm just going to set my concealer. I like to do this like immediately, otherwise I crease pretty bad, and we do not want that. Okay, so now that our under eyes are nice and set, I'm going to take this RIMMEL pencil. It's in the shade Nude, and I'm just going to apply this right into the waterline to brighten things up a little. Really opens up the eyes. gonna add a little bit of color to my lower lash line, and I'm just gonna pick up that brown that we used in the brow bone. Tapping any excess off to avoid fallout. Also going to take that shimmery kind of color in there, that brown. I'm going to add a little bit of that as well on the lower lash line. Gonna blend that out with a fluffy brush, ever so slightly. And then if you need to, just kind of take that sponge that you use to set your under eye, kind of go under it, fixes up any fallout, sweep it away. Okay, next I'm going to be taking my Smashbox Halo Powder in light neutral, and this is what I'm going to use to set the skin today. I just use a little bit, and I'm going to pick up a duo fiber to use this. And I'm only going to use a little bit. Really like this powder. It's super hydrating as well, which is plus plus. Gonna take the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I love this. Really love the smell of it, mostly, because that's my favorite part, I think, is the smell. I'm gonna warm up the cheeks. Sides of the nose. Gonna add a little bit of blush today. I'm gonna be using MAC's Mineralized Blush in Warm Soul. And I'm gonna pick up that duo fiber brush actually that I used to set. Kind of tap some product off, and I'm just gonna use this because it applies less product, and I don't typically wear blush all the time. I'm not a huge blush person, so I'm just going to use this so I don't get too much product down. I'm going to work from the back towards the apples of the cheeks. And back and forth. I'm going to pick up the Nicole Guerriero Glow Kit. I love this. All right. I'm going to pick up, this is hard. They're all such beautiful shades. I think I'm going to pick up Glow Getter. We're going to do that. We're going to do this one right here. And I'm going to use this Real Techniques contour brush, but it's my highlight brush because I love it. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay. Life is coming together again. You see that? Everything will be okay. Also gonna pick up the Mary Lou Manizer again, and I'm going to use this to highlight the nose. I'm using this one over Glow Getter because I don't want too much gold on my nose. I kind of want it to be more of a lighter highlight, I should say. And I'm using my fingers again so I get a little bit more control on where my highlight is going. Down the nose, and then the Cupid's bow. I'm gonna take the brush that I used to apply the Glow Getter with, and I'm just gonna help blend that out with this. Then that will kind of mix the colors so they're not like super different, you know? Gonna add a small amount of Mary Lou on top of the Glow Getter. A little above the brows, and that's it for the highlight. Okay, so I'm going to now use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I'm actually just gonna spritz all of my face with this. I feel like this kind of melts everything in my skin and makes it look nice, hydrated, takes the cakiness away. I love it. Also, what I like to do to kind of take the cakiness away, if I feel like I'm a little cakey, I'll take my beauty blender and while it's still a little damp on my face, I will just go over the highlight especially and tap it in. That way I feel like the highlight is kind of like I said, melted into the skin, so it doesn't look so intense. I mean, I love a bright highlight. I think a lot of makeup lovers love the highlight, but I don't want it to look like it's sitting on my face. I kind of want it to look like it's a glow from within. So that's why I like to tap it in with a damp beauty blender. And just to be extra, I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter, and this is going to lock it in. I find that the Photo Finish Primer Water is kind of just a hydrator and a primer, but I do like it to kind of refresh as well throughout the day. But to really hold my makeup, the All Nighter is where it's at. Going to take the roller lash from Benefit just to blend my falsies in with my real lashes so they don't stand out too much. Next for the lips, I'm going to take off whatever makeup is on my lips. I really don't like putting lip product over my lips if I have foundation or powder, or if anything kind of transferred onto my lips. I actually really like the natural pigmentation of my lip color. Like, I like it, but I don't like foundation on my lips because I feel like that can actually cause your lipstick to cake a little bit. I don't know, unless you're going super pale, maybe to cover it up a little, but for me, I'm just gonna take a little bit of that off because I don't enjoy. Definitely leaving the highlight of the Cupid's bow there for sure. I'm going to use MAC's lipstick in Hue. This is like an oldie but a goodie, and I've used this tons and tons of times when I just have a kind of basic wing liner. It's pretty basic. Gonna use that. Alright, so that sums up this makeup look for today. I hope you enjoyed. As always, please like and subscribe. Leave me any comments down below, any video recommendations that you can share with me. And yeah, I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.